Welcome back to my channel, and this is my new room. No, just kidding. I'm in my friend's house. I record this video in this room. In one of my previous videos, I introduced the waking up at 4 o'clock for 30 days. If you haven't watched it, please watch this video first. In today's video, I'd like to share with you 13 methods I've tried in order to wake up at 4 a.m. For those who want to practice getting up early from now on, this video should be really useful. So please watch this video until the end. Okay, let's get started. First, don't immediately try to wake up at 4 a.m. You might think, what? I'm watching this video because I want to wake up at 4 a.m. What does it mean? Yes, I understand. This means it's really important that you try to wake up earlier, step by step. For example, if you wake up at 7 a.m. usually, don't try to wake up at 4 a.m. immediately. Because it's so hard. Your brain doesn't like drastic changes. When I first tried to wake up at 4 a.m., I was like that. I immediately started to wake up that early. Then I was sleepy and my body was super sluggish the whole day. So if you wake up at 7 a.m., try waking up at 6 a.m. If you wake up at 6 a.m., try getting up at 5 a.m. If you wake up at 5 a.m., it's much easier to wake up at 4 a.m. In this way, I was then able to wake up at 4 a.m. Second, alternate taking a hot and cold shower. Many people think how to get up and how to spend the morning is important in order to get up early. However, in order to get up early in the morning, how you sleep and how to spend the night before is also important. So first, let me tell you some things that I did at night. And this is the most effective way out of all that I've tried. Simply put, when you take a shower, alternating between cold and hot showers. Some of you might have heard of this, as it is a great method that athletes often use to recover from fatigue. In my experience, doing this not only relieves fatigue, but also warms my body up and helps me to fall asleep quickly. The reason for this is that the alternating hot and cold stimulation regulates the automatic nervous system, and that their expansion and construction of blood vessels promotes blood circulation. For example, when I take a shower, I wash my body, take a warm shower for 1 to 2 minutes, then lower the temperature gradually and take a cold shower for 30 seconds. Repeat it one more set and finish with a cold shower. According to one study, there was no big change in the number of seconds of taking a cold shower over 30 seconds. So 30 seconds is enough. Also, it seems to be effective if the temperature difference is 10 degrees Celsius, so it doesn't have to be so cold. What a relief. I've been doing this every night in the challenge for 30 days, and it's been great. You can fall asleep quickly and your quality of sleep will improve. So you will be wake up at 4 o'clock easily. Third, stretch or do yoga before going to bed. After hot and cold shower, I do some yoga or stretching. This was also the best methods to get into the best sleep. A hot and cold shower relaxes your muscles, so it's a great time for stretching. And stretching improves blood flow, making your body warmer. And it will give you the best sleep ever. Fourth, turn off the light 1 hour before going to bed. As some of you might have noticed, I only have a small light on. This is to avoid exposure to harsh light before going to bed. I try not to look at my smartphone or computer as much as possible to avoid the negative effects of blue light. And this will help you sleep so much better. Fifth, keep your smartphone alone far away. Like this. There are some people who put their smartphones near your bed when you sleep, but I don't recommend it. because you can easily reset the alarm and go back to sleep. So I recommend you to put your phone somewhere far from your bed. That way, you definitely have to get up your bed and reset the alarm. There's less chance to go to bed again. By the way, personally, I think anything is fine, whether it's a smartphone or an alarm clock. The important thing is to get you up and out of your bed. Sixth, take measure against the cold. This challenge was held during the middle of winter. The colder it is, the less you want to wake up in the morning, right? Me too. So I thoroughly prepared for the cold. For example, turn on a heater near my mattress. By doing so, I was able to get up without getting relatively cold, even in the morning. As a side note, I was often asked, why do you wear a down jacket at home? Is it really that cold in Japanese houses? Yes, they're really cold. For example, look at this water. It's frozen. Because there's no central heating system like in Europe. Moreover, because it's basically made of wood, the draft is so cold. Seventh, wear earplugs. You may like or dislike this, but I always wear earplugs because I want to improve my quality of sleep as much as possible. Especially, I'm so sensitive to sound. It feels strange at first, but once I get used to it, it's really comfortable. Eighth, get enough sleep. Finally, the most basic. Don't cut your sleeping time to wake up at 4 a.m. simply because it's so hard. So in order not to cut your sleeping time, it's important to know your ideal sleeping time. How long do you usually sleep? In my case, I need about 8 hours of sleep. So I counted backward from 4 a.m. and tried to get into my sleeping bag at around 8 p.m. Okay, now let's talk about what to do in the morning. Ninth, do something that makes you happy in the morning. This method is the most effective one I learned in this challenge. In other words, do what you like, what you crave, do whatever makes you have fun in the morning. Have you ever woken up early in the morning because you were so excited for a field trip when you were a child? This is the method that takes advantage of that excitement of the mind. First, please think about what you like doing. Reading a book, exercising, drinking coffee or matcha, doing yoga, cooking, and gardening, whatever. Incorporating something you love into your morning routine will make it easier to wake up because you feel excited. I prepared some things that made me happy in the morning. For example, making and drinking matcha, listening to my favorite music while running, and doing some yoga. They helped me wake up early a lot because I wanted to do it. 10th, create your morning routine. I think one of the reasons why many people cannot get up early in the morning is because they haven't decided what to do in the morning beforehand. It's like, I don't have any things in the morning, so let's get back to sleep. So I recommend you to come up with your own routine. And don't forget to incorporate that makes you happy into it. For example, in my case, as a result of trying to vary things, this has become the best morning routine for now.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times,
If you are interested in it, please refer to it. 11th, record your routine. I've told you before that records are important to make it a habit. This is because by recording in a visible way, you'll be motivated to continue. I used to write circles on paper, but now I have the option of recording them on a spreadsheet. Like this, when I wake up in the morning, I color this spreadsheet. By doing this, you'll want to color every day like a game. So it helps you keep doing this challenge. 12. Put away your futon, mattress, or make your bed. This is the technique that can only be used by people using futon or mattress. You can put away as soon as wake up in the morning, like this. By doing this, you can't go to bed again because there's no futon there, no mattress there. If I were sleeping in my bed, I would try to get out of the bedroom as soon as I woke up, or get out of bed immediately and make my bed neatly so I feel like I don't want to make a mess. Then I try not to sleep again. Right? 13th, declare on social media you wake up early. Lastly, it's a bit different, but you can announce to your friends via Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc. that you wake up at 4 a.m. For example, I told my friends that I would wake up at 4 a.m. for 30 days. Then if I hadn't continued, it would have been a lie, right? So I felt like I had to continue it. So this kind of pressure is also sometimes important. Okay, this is it. What did you think about it? So getting up at 4 a.m. is really hard at first, but I think anyone can get up once they get used to it. I believe you can do it because I could do it. So stay safe, have fun, and thank you for watching as usual. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye! The colder it was, the less I wanted to get up. The colder it was, the less I wanted to get up in the morning. The colder it is, the less I want to get up in the morning. Right?